If your paint is peeling, cracking, or just looking dull inside and out, that's when it's time to call the pros at Flawless Painting. Scott Chaucer is back with a fabulous deal to get you started, and this time he's brought along a very special guest, interior designer Loretta Willis from Loretta's Interior Design, located in Alpharetta. Thank you so much. I always love seeing Scott, but it's nice to have a special guest star here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, Scott, in case our viewers have never seen the show, or just remind our viewers who may not have seen it in a while, tell them about how you started Flawless. It's kind of a pretty cool story, I think, of when something bad happens, when life throws you lemons, you make lemonade, right?
Oh, absolutely. It was back in 2000, and I got downsized from corporate America, and you know what had happened was I fell back on something I love to do, and that was painting houses and transforming homes. And we really started one house at a time, focused on a small geographic area, and slowly but surely we just duplicated our efforts. We stayed focused on certain processes and what homeowners really like inside and out.
Right.
And really, that's the name of the game. It's not so much putting paint on the house, as I've said many times. It's really pay attention to details, stay consistent in your processes and procedures, align yourself with good people. And then I guess it was about 4 years or so into running the company is when I met Loretta.
Okay, Loretta, tell me about this partnership. Tell me about your interior design services.
Well, I reached out to Scott actually from a personal need first, because we moved into a home, and then we established a relationship, and as a designer, I'm very much into details as well.
I bet.
And I'm there to serve my clients well and represent them, and he's very conscientious, and we actually have that in common. It's the way we serve our clients.
Right.
And so he's very trustworthy and really wants to please the client. So we've had a good relationship working together, partnering together.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
I think there's something to be said. Wow, wait, hold on. Let me look at these pictures. Is this some of the design work that you do?
That's a project that actually we partnered on. Scott and his firm did the painting, and I did the designing.
Wow,
And,
Southern Home, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
just
you.
incredible. I think I'd like to talk, just getting back to when, you know, times are difficult and there are certain projects that you do think you want to take on yourself. In our house, I mean, I joke, Jim is like Clark Howard's brother from another mother, because he is so, when things are tough, they're tough, and we scale back like many of us do. And we would, you know, hire Joe Schmo off the street practically, you know, to paint our house. And I'll tell you, when you see the difference of a professional coming in and the longevity of a project, you know, with the way they prep, with the way they get things absolutely prepared properly to then put on the paint, the difference between Scott and Flawless and some of the other walls in our home and baseboards. I mean, Scott can go through and go, wow, that's terrible. So what you do is so important when it comes to not just choosing the paint, right? And
then the foundation of everything matters, because you build up from there. And prepping the walls makes all the difference in the finished outcome and the longevity of the job.
If something's not prepped properly and you go by and you accidentally scrape it with something and a whole big paint chip comes off, they didn't do the necessary steps that were needed to be done. And you know, I know with you, summer, sadly, is coming to a close, but people still are thinking about summer. Yeah, I know. Maybe it's actually a good thing, cooler weather. But people may still want to tackle some of those summer projects. So how do we go about just getting you out here for an estimate?
Well, obviously just contact us and we come out and do free estimates, and we cover like a 60-mile radius. And you know, sometimes it leads me into where I might pull Loretta into a project, or she has pulled me into projects to help her out. The thing with us is, you know, paying attention to what's been done to a home, you know, and I was just at a home this morning, you know, and unfortunately there's some difficult situations we have to overcome from previous painters. And as a repaint guy, as a repaint specialist, just when we came into your home, I could see some things that were wrong, and I can fix them up. Can't make anything perfect. I never like to use that terminology, but we can make it look very good. And Loretta's a testament to that, because she's put me on some difficult projects that are very detailed, with detailed-oriented customers. Then she's detailed, I'm detailed. So you got everybody that's detailed, but you still can't make it look like a postcard. But you can certainly make everything look bold, beautiful, pretty, crisp, clean.
I don't know. I'm going to say that looks like a postcard.
Well, and I'd say as it were my home. I want to
Sure,
approach projects
sure.
that same way, with that same integrity.
And is it true that with exterior projects that you have a 2-year warranty? Because I think that's really important.
Yeah.
With the wear and tear, the hot, cold, our extreme weather has been these last few years.
Oh yeah, it's normal wear and tear, and if the paint is not doing what it's supposed to be doing, or the prep work that we've done is not holding up, or the repairs that we've done, and as I've said many times on the shows, dealing with outside homes, there's not been one home in Atlanta where I've never done one repair. There's always something to do. There's
Sure,
always some
some wood
repairs.
rot, something.
Wood rot,
Yes.
things of that nature,
Yeah.
whether it's wood, siding, stucco, cosmetic, things like that, we handle all the time.
And can we show the interior pictures of the kitchens? Because this is like your forte. And a lot of people think that this is going to be thousands of dollars worth of a renovation, but not the way that you do it. So, I mean, look at that. Tell us what you've done in some of these.
It's pretty straightforward process for us because we've done it, you know, hundreds of times literally, and Loretta loves this about us too, because her being in an interior design project, and if a client doesn't have the budget to go spend $40,000-$50,000 on a kitchen,
Wouldn't it be
we
nice?
could spend
An
4 or
update
5.
is very reasonable.
We can update it 4 or
Yes.
5 grand, and we can be done in a week instead of you
Wow.
tearing out your kitchen and being there for 6 weeks
Sure.
with no place to deal, no place to handle your family, and so on and so forth,
yeah.
and being uprooted. We do that all the time, and that's one of the things that I love to do. Cabinets, and we talk a lot about it. We can do it very well, whether it's stain cabinets, change it from stain to paint, paint to paint, any type of surface. We just finished our 3 or 4 in the last 3 weeks, and people are just infatuated with what we do.
Well, because it looks incredible, and again,
Right.
you're not having to drop tens of thousands. Just a few thousand for a week makes a big difference and a big impact.
Right.
And as we're kind of wrapping up here, what do you think? I know, but I want you to tell our viewers. I'm talking too much, but I've used
No, you're
Scott
not.
in our house, so that's why it's easy for me to speak as a testimonial.
Right.
Talk to me about what you think really separates you, differentiates you.
Well, it's always aligning ourselves with really good people, okay? Number one, like a person like Loretta. Number two, it's giving you detailed estimates on what we are going to provide for you from a service standpoint, whether it's inside or out. Okay,
Yes.
It's impossible to cover every nook and cranny, but we do a really good job of explaining what we're going to do, what's going to get done, what's not going to get done.
Right.
And then our consistency with our painting crews as well. And Loretta's a testament to that. I hate to put words in her mouth, but she's
Yeah.
seen the same guys year in
Yes.
and year out over
Yeah, it's
time.
true.
So I don't just say
And the way
that.
you break down your estimates,
Exactly,
it's
she
very
loves
clear
it.
to the client.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're getting, and it just keeps everyone happy.
Right.
So
no,
those-
no surprises at
Right,
the very
no
end. Oh, it's
surprises.
an extra $5 grand. Sorry about that.
Right.
Those 3 major factors
Yeah.
are really what has helped us and springboarded us as well. And then
Good.
aligning ourselves with people like yourself. Then we get introduced to your mother-in-law. We get introduced to different generations of folks and
Yeah.
people, and they have kids, and then they have their home, their
Great
beach
word of
home.
mouth, right?
It just
Yes.
happens, and that's how we coordinate our businesses as well. And
Right.
and then it's just, you know, staying consistent
Sure.
over a 10-year, 14-year, 15-year
Right.
period. You know, you really have a good process. People see that.
Right. I should say great word of mouth when the project is done right.
Yes.
When it's
Yes.
not so great when it's not done well. And with you, I mean, it's always, you always tell me, the referrals just continue, which is amazing.
Yes.
I know you have a great offer for A&C viewers. It's really worked for you, for the viewers.
Absolutely.
So tell us more about it.
Couple things are, once you spend over $1,000, whether it's on interior, exterior painting, you get up to 15% off. That's a great deal, getting 15% off.
That's awesome.
Right off the top, off the labor costs, and then we send you out a $100 gas card when we're done, and we spend that
Nice.
over a period of time once the project gets completed. And then we also include, you know, a design consultation if we have to for color.
Yeah.
I can pull in Loretta. I can also pull in our other designer. So we have the flexibility to be there for a customer,
Sure.
and especially on those bigger projects, so you don't go make a $3,000-$4,000 mistake with
Got it.
color, whether it's in or out.
Can you imagine? Yeah, I know it's been done because
It's
you
been
think
done.
something looks like it's going to be perfect for you, and then you get it in your home.
We've
You're like, wait a
experienced
minute.
it together.
I bet. I
Yes.
bet.
Where a customer puts the brakes on the project, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden Loretta's like, Scott, we got to go to plan B.
Right,
Yes.
I know, and you don't want that to happen. Call the professionals right here. Thank you so much, as always, for
Thank
that
you.
special offer. Great, get that $100 gift card as we're
Mention
approaching Labor Day.
Christine.
Yeah, mention Atlanta and Company. Loretta, thank you.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
me.
your time. If you'd like to contact Scott about that amazing deal, go to flawlesspainting.com. Call him right now, 678-386-7899. As you saw, he does interior and exterior.